When humanity faced the invading Armada, their final message was clear: leave our world, or be erased from the stars. The first ships appeared over Earth's northern pole at dawn. They were massive, sleek obsidian forms gliding silently through the stratosphere, their hulls reflecting sunlight like dark mirrors. Humanity had dreamed of first contact for centuries, but what arrived that morning was no invitation for peace. The Atheran Armada, a coalition of 12 alien war species, descended from the void to claim Earth as their new frontier. They had conquered countless worlds, extinguished countless civilizations. To them, humanity was an obstacle, a resource, not a race. Within hours, cities trembled under the shadow of ships that blotted out the sky. Every defense satellite went offline. Every attempt at communication was met with silence. But on the third day, the humans spoke back. Chapter 1: The Silence Before Defiance. At the command center beneath New Geneva, buried 3 kilometers below the Alps, the world's remaining leaders gathered in holographic form. Around the glowing table sat generals, scientists, and the last voices of human diplomacy. In the center stood Commander Eric Vale, the man the world now depended on. His uniform was black, marked by the silver insignia of the Earth Defense Accord, the final unification of every nation under one cause: survival. "Status of the Armada?" he asked. 78 ships in low orbit," replied Admiral Hino, "each one larger than Manhattan. We've confirmed planetary weapons signatures capable of wiping out continents." "And their demands?" Eric pressed. "None," Hino said grimly. "They're not negotiating. They're preparing." Around the table, silence thickened. Everyone knew what came next. Humanity was facing a power older and crueler than anything they had ever imagined. But Earth was not without its secrets. Deep within Project Helios, hidden beneath the ice of Antarctica, humanity had built something extraordinary, a weapon not of destruction, but deterrence. A fusion of alien technology recovered from old crashes and human ingenuity, the Solar Lance. It was a planetary defense array capable of channeling the energy of the sun itself. It had never been tested, and time was running out. Chapter 2: The First Strike. At 0900 hours, the first attack came. Columns of plasma fire rained down from the Armada. In seconds, orbital stations disintegrated. Over North America, hundreds of ships burned as they tried to launch. The Pacific shimmered as energy weapons struck the sea, boiling it into steam. From space, Earth looked like a candle flickering in a storm. Eric stood before the holographic map, jaw clenched as casualty numbers surged. "Activate Helios," he said. His staff hesitated. "Sir, it's untested. A misfire could." "Do it," he barked, "or there won't be a planet left to regret it." In the frozen silence of Antarctica, the Solar Lance came to life. A pulse of golden energy erupted from beneath the ice, lancing upward into the heavens. It struck one of the Atheran dreadnoughts dead center. For the first time, an alien ship exploded. The Armada staggered. Their formation broke. The world watched as, for a brief, blazing moment, humanity struck back and won. Chapter 3: The Voice of the Invaders. From the wreckage of the destroyed dreadnought, an encrypted transmission flooded Earth's networks. It wasn't in any human language, but the AI translators decoded it quickly. A single message appeared on every screen across the planet. "You have drawn blood from the Eternal Armada. Surrender your world, or be extinguished with it." Eric read the message aloud before the council. "They expect fear," he said. "Let's give them fury." The council erupted in debate. Some wanted to negotiate. Others retaliate. But Eric knew there was no peace to be had with those who saw humanity as insects. So he made the call that would define history. "Patch me through," he said. Moments later, his voice echoed across every channel, transmitted through deep space frequencies toward the alien flagship. "This is Commander Eric Vale of the Earth Defense Accord. You've come to take our world, but we are not prey. Leave our skies, or we will burn you from them." For a moment, there was silence. Then laughter, a deep, alien resonance that chilled the command deck. The Atherin replied, "Then burn, human." The second wave began. Chapter 4: The Siege of the Skies. The invasion was no longer silent. From orbit, the Atherin unleashed their ground troops, mechanized constructs that fell like meteors, drilling into the crust and unfolding into walking fortresses. Cities like Tokyo, Lagos, and Buenos Aires became battlefields of fire and thunder. Humanity fought back with everything it had: orbital jets, particle cannons, railguns, EMP pulses, but it was not enough. For every alien machine destroyed, 3 more landed. Yet amid the devastation, humanity's spirit refused to die. On the Eastern Front, Captain Lena Kaur led her battalion through the ruins of Shanghai, guiding civilian survivors to underground shelters. When alien drones cornered them, she detonated an old fusion reactor, sacrificing herself to take the enemy with her. In the Amazon, indigenous tribes used biocamouflage and ancient terrain knowledge to ambush alien patrols. And in orbit, a squadron of pilots known as the Skyburners launched suicide missions to ram enemy ships, tearing holes in their shields for Helios to strike through. Each act of defiance whispered the same message: "You will not take Earth." Chapter 5: The Council's Desperation. 3 days into the siege, the Council met again, this time amid the chaos of explosions shaking the ground above. Eric stood over the flickering holographic display of the Solar Lance Array. Its reactors were overheating. "We have enough power for one last firing," said Chief Engineer Rana. "After that, the core will collapse." "Then we make it count," Eric replied. "Sir," Rana said softly, if we fire wrong, it could ignite the atmosphere." Eric's eyes darkened. "If we don't fire, there won't be an atmosphere to ignite." He turned to his officers. "Target their flagship, the one broadcasting over our skies. End this." The room fell silent. Everyone knew what it meant. One last strike. One last chance. Outside, the alien fleet loomed larger, blocking out the sun. Chapter 6: The Final Warning. As humanity prepared its last stand, the alien flagship sent one more message, this time in English. It boomed across the skies like thunder, transmitted directly into every mind. "You fight without purpose. You defy eternity itself. Your defiance is irrelevant. You will kneel." In response, Eric ordered the global broadcast channel to open. Across the planet, soldiers paused, civilians looked up from shelters, and the entire world held its breath as their leader spoke. "This is humanity's final message to the invaders. You came here thinking we would beg for mercy. You thought your technology made you gods. But we are not your conquest. We are the fire that will consume you.